Alright guys, back at Dollar Tree. Crossing my fingers that they did get a couple of weekly wow DVDs, Blu-rays, or just probably some things from last time that I didn't pick up. So let's go inside, cross your fingers. So this is a big shitstorm I gotta go through, so I'm gonna go through, kind of pick apart some of the ones that were here last time, last couple of months, and see if I can find any Blu-rays or anything. Okay, so I found a couple of Blu-rays here. I'm gonna go through them. So Bayou Caviar, Cuba Gooding, Richard Dreyfuss. Oh, don't know what that's about. I'm gonna have to. Oh, Famke Janssen as well. I'm gonna have to check that one out. See, as well as that Blood Money, Pitbull. Seen that before. Ideal Home. I got this with a slipcover about a month ago. Haven't checked it out yet, but we'll keep going through. See if there's any. Oh, the cool cover, but. Looks like a lot of stuff that was here. A lot of these turbo titles. A lot of stuff that was here last time, so I don't think they really re-upped, but I'll keep digging. So I think this is a film that's been here since like a couple months ago, but got it with a slip, and I looked it up, really low ratings of course, but it says that the violence is severe. So I actually want to check that out because I am a fan of like low budget horror movies. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Have you guys ever checked out this one right here? That Awkward Moment with Zac Efron, Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Imogen Poots. Looks kind of like one of those like rom-coms. Never saw this one though. Never gets brought up. Let me know if you've seen it. Awkwardly enough, people were asking me, and they always have this movie since the beginning of time. For 6 months now or more. Pete's Christmas. I don't know why people want that one, but that one is here on Blu-ray. Alright, so I was able to pick up 4 more to the collection. I'll let you guys know what I picked up in a minute. Alright, so let's see. Everything's kind of nicely organized. But it looks like these are, oh, they're all Blu-rays together. So let's see what they got. So they got that Balls Out. It's a comedy sports type movie here. Not really interested in that 100%. Let's see, National Geographic's Great Migrations. Those ones are always really, really good. I think that's a 2-disc. That Blood Money with Pitbull. Once again, we'll never have Paris. I always pass up on that one because I'm not really into the rom-coms. But let's see, that Good Neighbor, the $1 Billion Movie, Life. Oh wow, Life Itself. I think that's the life of Roger Ebert. Kiss by the Damned. It's a vampire movie by Magnet. Let's see, I'm not really gonna pick that one up. 2 Days. I think I actually picked up this one a couple months ago, so I do have that one already. There's that Tell with Jason Lee. So always see copies of that one. Oh, this is The Outpost. I was actually interested in these type of movies, so I think I'm gonna pick that one up. Nice horror movie for $1. The Bang Bang Club. Not too familiar with this one, but Ryan Felipe. All right. See, I'm gonna have to check this one out. It looks like maybe a war type movie or some kind of dramatic film. I'm not really sure. Outrage. So I'm really big into those Magnet martial arts releases, as well as D13. They always have a lot of those. D13U, which is the sequel to D13. Tell again. You got some World Championship 2016, I think. God, you can't go wrong with D13, right? So many. Give them a stocking stuffers or something. That 2 Days again. We the Party. Got that. A Mario Van Peebles film right there. I still haven't seen it, but let's see. This Iron Cowboy. I think this is like a Lance Armstrong type of thing. So there's that Power Kids. I have that, but I still have not seen it. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Drinking Buddies. I think I actually saw this on Amazon Prime. It was pretty fun. Let's see. Renegade Male Flight Attendant. No clue what this is about, but I've seen those actors for sure. I'll have to check that one out. Oh, Scorched Earth. Wow. There you go. Alright, so I ended up getting 5 Blu-rays. Got lucky. They're older titles, but they're kind of picked over from the last re-up, so we'll go over them in a shortly. Alright, so I decided to hit up the 99-cent store out here because last time we found that there was like hundreds of Blu-rays and DVDs for a pretty good deal too. Alright, so this is the little box that I kind of was at a couple of months ago. So it looks like they have the same titles at Chillerama. That one's a really good anthology type film. House Party, Tonight's the Night, so one of those sequels after House Party. Leah to the Rescue, Little Kids Blu-ray. That Tim and Eric, I got that with a slipcover Blu-ray. That one's a really fun one. Running from the Boots, that's on Blu-ray. That one was out for a couple months. Nun's Diary Confession, Deadly Confession, sorry. That one right there on DVD. We have Help, I Shrunk My Parents right there. I don't know if that's part of the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids at all, but there's that one. This is backup dancer right here, Ray Liotta, Gina Rodriguez. Never even heard of that one right there. She's unstoppable, he's impossible, okay? Let's see what else we got. We got Apple of My Eye, Amy Smart. A couple of ones that I never really heard, but let's see what else. Atlas Shrugged, Part 3. Don't know what that's about. Let's see, it looks like all the leftovers, man, from the last couple of months. It looks pretty sad up in this 99-cent store. If I Stay with Chloe Moretz. Haven't seen that one at all. The Oxford Murders, I remember that one with Elijah Wood back in the day. That one's on Blu-ray. Veronica Mars with Kristen Bell on Blu-ray plus DVD. Got this one, Dirt with Kevin Dillon. That's like a dirt type of race car type movie. They got a couple of copies of that. They got some kids movies here. Got another Blu-ray back there. Behind that Chillerama, you got some City Slickers right here. Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern. So that's about it. You got some fitness DVDs here and there, but yeah, that looks like about it, guys. Kind of scarce. All right, at my next location. See if I get lucky. Jeez, this little rinky-dink area. And I think these are all D13s. D13U Ultimatum, by the way. So if you guys are a fan of the sequel, oh, that one I got kind of on a gag. Haven't seen it yet though. Don't know what that is. This was garbage. It's out. Had that on Blu-ray yesterday. That was pretty good. I just picked that up on Blu-ray yesterday. Let's see, nothing. Huh. Same old stuff. Okay, so this one was a bust. What the hell is this? Jamie Kennedy and Edge? Is that a movie? Oh yeah, it's a WWE movie. Not into those, but let me know if you guys are. Oh man, this guy thinks he's Christ or something. Yeah, this is a bad one. Oh, this is a bad location. Alright, Christian movies, and I think that might be it. Yeah. Shuttle was good. Shuttle, recommend that one for sure. Alright, this is a bust. Alright guys, so that last store was a bust, unfortunately. And it's getting dark right here, sun's going down. Last Dollar Tree. Haven't been in this one, so I'm really crossing my fingers. Alright, so this is pretty organized, this area right here, this Dollar Tree right here. Look at all the sections together with that Exo Squad and the Betty Whites, and just a lot of DVDs, not too many. Let's see, Tell Me How I Die. I saw someone else pick that up on their Blu-ray haul, but not interested in that one too much. It's on DVD. Eden Log, that Power Kids, Child Star, the Sundance one. These are a lot of the older ones that they've been out for like the last 3-4 months, so not really interested in that. A lot of these I got on Blu-ray already. My last pickup. So is that Quantum Voyage? What is this? Resurrection of Gavin Stone. Is that oh, was that The Wrestler? Is that Shawn Michaels? Oh wow, that's damn, I didn't even know he acts. What's this? Cold Skin. It's a cool cover, but I have no clue what that's about. Let's see, let's see. A lot of DVDs, pretty much all DVDs except for a couple of Blu-rays. Let's see, let's see. So you got that Super Bowl championship, that D13. God, there's thousands of copies of that. That Blood Money with Pitbull, of course. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, the Marin 2. Oh, so I remember seeing this. I think it might have been on DVD, so I didn't pick it up. Or I might have picked it up. I'm not really 100% sure yet if I have that. But that's Eco UIS. Let's see what else. You got that Jonathan. I already have that. The Signal. I have it. Balls Out. It's on Blu-ray. Let's see. Crazy Love. Don't know about this one right here. Huh. It's like a documentary or something, but let's see. That's about it. I think these are all pretty much the DVDs that have been here for months now. So we haven't got a full new re-up yet, guys. All right, Flicks Talk fam, we are back here at the house, and I'm happy to say that I was able to find 8 Blu-rays and 2 DVDs. Not too shabby. Now, usually when it comes to Blu-rays, I'm looking at the action movies, you know, or even some of the newer horror movies in Blu-ray because I want to get a better quality. Usually, like if it's a dramatic film or even a comedy, I wouldn't even mind if it's in DVD because I'm kind of going into it for that, you know, genre of movie. Of course, action. I want it to be the highest top so I can, you know, enjoy it in its full, you know, experience, 1080p or above. So all of that being said, let's go over my pickups. Now I did go to about $3 or $4 trees, guys, and you saw in the previous clips that I was a little unsuccessful, and some of them haven't even re-upped to some of the new titles. And I did notice that some of these titles that I did pick up were in people's last haul for last month of October. And that's totally fine because I hadn't been able to pick them up. So I am glad that I did get a chance to pick up copies for myself. And some I didn't see in anybody's videos. So I don't know if they were slowly putting them out or if they were just different from store to store. I'm sure they're just more different store to store, but I am anticipating, I'm hearing that they are gonna drop a big one either at the end of this month or early December for Christmas time. And that's usually a lot of Christmas titles. They had Christmas titles in there from earlier this year or late last year, and that's totally fine. Those will be the stocking stuffers or the ones that I totally just kind of neglect because I hate some of the Christmas movies they put out other than the classics, of course. So anyways, let's get into my pickup, starting off with Gina Carano in Scorched Earth. Now I think this is a funny name for a movie because it always reminds me of Scorched Earth in the Tropic Thunder mock trailers that they came out with for Ben Stiller. I thought that was extremely funny. Now, if you guys, you know, recognize this actress, I believe she was in Deadpool. I believe she played, I totally forget her character, but she was a mutant, and she ends up fighting Colossus and Deadpool in that movie. The synopsis is, the planet has suffered an environmental collapse. The air has become dangerous to breathe. The water has become toxic, and billions of people died. Generations later, mankind has finally reestablished a rudimentary system in an attempt to pick up the pieces that continue to blister in the sun. Attica Gage is a bounty hunter who has a chance at the bounty of a lifetime to bring down the ruthless outlaw Elijah Jackson. Gage infiltrates Jackson's gang, and everything is going to plan until she meets a slave girl who reminds her of her dead sister. With her loyalty only to herself now tested, Gage learns that there might be more to life than just survival. So I do like these kind of post-apocalyptic worlds. I think she is a good actress from what I've seen. I know she kind of gets thrown into these straight-to-DVD films, and that's totally fine. Blu-ray, $1, action, sci-fi, post-apocalyptic world. All right, now next we got Ryan Felipe, Malin Ackerman, Taylor Kitsch, The Bang Bang Club. All right, so I hadn't seen this at all. I don't know too much about it. It won a 2011 Tribeca Film Festival and the TIFF official selection right here. So this one right here, it's based on an acclaimed memoir by Greg Marinovich and João Silva. As apartheid comes to a violent end, 4 fearless photographers, Ryan Felipe and Taylor Kitsch, Oyster Broke, I am bad at names, man, and João Silva, bonded by their friendship and a sense of purpose, risk their lives to capture the bloody struggle and expose the truth. So it's going to be, you know, an expose. It's obviously going to be some exposing of some corruption going on. It says 2011. I don't know too much about it. The production company is out of Africa, so it looks like we are going to get a film shot in Africa as well. But Ryan Felipe, man, I do like this actor, and I mean, we're noticing more and more, at least I have been, that he's doing a lot more straight-to-DVD projects. That's totally fine. I remember him from the big screen, Cruel Intentions, a lot of other big movies coming out in like the late 90s, early 2000s, but it is what it is. All right, $1, guys. So this is the next one. This is a horror film. It's called Outpost, Rise of the Spetsnaz, I believe. Now, this is a threequel, guys. So the Outpost series, I believe, and there's Outpost 2, and then this is the third one, Outpost. Don't know too much about it other than it is a zombie Nazi movie. I believe it's a timepiece as well. So it says in the third installment of the hit Nazi zombie action horror franchise, discover the horrifying origins. So usually in the thirds, they do an origin story, that's totally fine, of these supernatural soldiers as they battle the most ruthless and notorious of all military special forces, the Russian Spetsnaz. That's how you pronounce it. In their champion James the Colossus Thompson and Brian Larkin, Outpost Rise of the Spetsnaz easily outclasses its predecessors. Okay, so I don't know if that's who's quoting that it's better, but 2013, you know, Exhilarator Media, I have a couple of their pickups, and they're fine. They're okay movies. I think this one's probably going to be a timepiece. I do love that cover on the back right there. You guys can see a little zombie Nazi action right there. Zombie Nazis, what's not to love? $1 on Blu-ray. Let's go. All right, so next up, it looks like a biopic right here. It is Life Itself, and it says the only thing Roger loved more than movies was, you know, Life Itself. It's a Magnolia picture, guys, and this one deals with the life of Roger Ebert from Siskel and Ebert, and if you guys are as old as I am, you guys know that there were no internet critics like we are today, you know, YouTube movie reviewers. You know, you had to go to these guys, you had to tune into their program. I think it might have been on a news channel, or it was part of a news channel at first, and then they branched off into their own segment. I remember it was one of the like channels 2 through 4 or something. It was really the early cable channels, the lower numbers. But anyways, they had their own programming where they would definitely review at least 3 or 4 movies a week, and they were the ones that told you to go to the movies or not and check these films out. And they literally reviewed from family to horror to action to drama to romance to animated, every single thing that you can think of. Sadly, he did die, I believe, as well as Siskel, his partner, of cancer. And I believe I'm not really sure what he died of. I can't think offhand. I'll have to either put it, you know, down here below or something. But yeah, I can't wait to see this man's life. It does look exciting. Acclaimed director Steve James, presents Life Itself, a documentary film that recounts the inspiring and entertaining life of the world-renowned film critic and social commentary Roger Ebert, a story that turns personal, funny, painful, and transcendent. Based on his best-selling memoir in the same name, Life Itself explores the legacy of Roger Ebert's life from his Pulitzer Prize film criticism at the Chicago Sun-Times to becoming one of the most influential culture voices in America. Oh man, it looks like Martin Scorsese is back here. There's a picture with him and Oprah, Siskel as well, from Siskel and Ebert, and yeah, I'm just super excited to have this in my collection. I don't really pick up movies like this too often from Dollar Tree, so I'm really excited. Now, the next one, going from something very, very serious to extremely goofy, it looks like we have Renegade Male Flight Attendant. Now, I know, guys, I don't pick up stuff like this, but I had too many good names to kind of gloss over. So Mark Feuerstein, Danny Pudi, Jama Mays, Patrick Warburton. Who else you got? You also had Tay Diggs is in here, Molly Shannon. Of course, the names aren't on the front because they're probably gonna be smaller roles, as well as you got Rebecca Romaine. So you also have them right there in the back. That's the main reason why I got it. Yeah, I haven't seen these two ladies in such a long time, so I'm really excited to kind of check out what they're bringing in this movie right here. And the story is so silly, guys. This guy is trying to stop flight attendant robots from replacing the actual flight attendants. So it's really ridiculous, but it's an Orion picture. I mean, they put out things like freaking, what was it, E.T. They put out Bill and Ted. It's like, and then they put out this, and that's, what is this, 2016? I have no clue when the hell this came out, but I really wanted to check this out. This is also another one that I thought I had in my collection. You guys know me. I love magnet martial arts kung fu releases, and I thought I had picked this up on DVD. I got to check back there or in the other room. I might still have this on DVD, but I'm not 100% sure, but it is Iko Uwais, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Marantau. So this one right here looked pretty cool. It's definitely a vibrant cover right there. He's looking badass as usual. Looking a lot younger too, so this might have been an older film. Yeah, 2009. Okay, so Iko Uwais. There's actually a barcode right here, so I can't really get into the synopsis. But these movies are usually always pretty much the same as far as like some kind of crime syndicate or something that they, some kind of revenge factor where they have to get back someone or something, and they're kicking ass along the way, and that's totally fine. So yeah, there's that one, guys, as well as this one right here. Kind of, I was like, I think I might have seen someone have this in one of their pickups. I wasn't sure, but Bayou Caviar, and it's from Cuba Gooding Jr. We know he's been in hot water recently this year with a bunch of scandals. You also got Richard Dreyfuss and Famke Janssen, who was in the X-Men as Dark Phoenix. I really loved her performance. She's probably my favorite, playing the Dark Phoenix Jean Grey role in that. Just growing up from nostalgia. I mean, they weren't the greatest movies, X-Men 1 through 3, but that's fine. And this one right here is kind of like a crime movie, I believe. So it says Oscar winner Cuba Gooding Jr. His directorial debut. Wow. His directorial debut. And we've talked about so much on my channel about actors jumping behind the camera, either as producers, writers, or directors. So this is his directorial debut, and this was in 2009. What is this? 2019 or 18, I believe. Yeah, I can't really read that. It says 2018, I think. So his directorial debut is a thrilling story of sex, murder, and revenge. How appropriate, because he's actually like in a sexual scandal right now. Sex, murder, and revenge set in Louisiana. A Russian gangster, played by Richard Dreyfuss, engages Rodney, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., a former boxer, to take down his associate's son-in-law via a salacious tape made by a photographer. Nick, played by N.I.C., played by Famke Janssen. The film also stars Catherine McPhee, who was in Scorpion, not familiar. Ken Lerner from The Goldbergs, I know it's a show. And Leah Marie Johnson from American Wrestler The Wizard. Not really familiar, but it is a Gravitas venture, and they do put out some pretty good pictures, guys. So I'm actually looking forward to this. Once again, it's his directorial debut. Mr. Cuba Gooding Jr. I do think he's a great actor, whether it's dramatic, action, the family movie stuff that he did like earlier in life, like even like goofy stuff like Snow Dogs. I mean, they all have their purpose, right? Comedies and Daddy Daycare, and then Boat Trip, and the goofy stuff that came out like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Grew up on this guy, and for $1, you can't beat it. So another big actor that I did grow up on and haven't seen too much of recently is you got Sean Bean and Danny Dyer, Ages of Heroes right there. Now this is I believe this is a timepiece, if I'm not mistaken right here. It's a cool cover, but 1942. So with the fate of war hanging in the balance, Major Jones, played by Sean Bean, leads the newly formed 30 Commando on their first highly classified and dangerous mission. Their objective, to parachute into occupied Norway to capture radar technology vital to the Allied division. The Allied cause. Standing in their way was Germany's ruthless 5th Alpine Division. During this smash and grab operation into a life or death ambush, only Only the bravest will survive. So this one looks pretty good. I don't know any of the other than E1 distributions, but it looks cool. I mean, as far as like, you know, once again, the war Nazi situation right here, guys. Going into Germany, it looks like. So yeah, there's Nazis right here in the back. But yeah, if you guys, yeah, definitely try to look that one up right there, guys. But I hadn't seen it in anybody's pickups, and they had it at Dollar Tree, $1 for this Blu-ray. So definitely very cool. So that's it for my Blu-ray pickups. No slipcovers, unfortunately, just all the blues. And yeah, jumping to my next two DVDs. Now, not my proudest pickup right here, but I got it. One, had a cool ass slipcover, and two, I kind of like the synopsis a little bit. I just wanted to get scared. And E1 ITN distributions, they always put out okay movies. I have a couple of them in my collection so far. Once again, they're okay and they're dollar worthy for sure. So this is a DVD right here, Lake Fear 3. It's waiting. Now I looked this up. I couldn't even find Lake Fear 1 or 2. I don't. Do those exist? I don't know. I couldn't find it. But anyways, the synopsis for this is a demonic evil is unleashed. It's always a demonic movie, right? Following a man named Remington who recently escaped its deadly clutches. Trying to evade this relentless demon, Remington hides out in a bar with two women in search of a missing person and a failing host of a paranormal-themed TV show. It becomes the battle of survival as the evil-spirited spirit releases its wrath, hell-bent on collecting the souls of the three new victims. The group must band together to bring an end to this evil once and for all. So it looks like we get a couple people held up. I like those claustrophobic situations, but this time with a spirit evil entity, totally fine. Look at that cover. That's pretty cool, man. I'm really kind of digging that. It looks like she has almost a Joker mouth, a kind of slit mouth right here. So it's waiting. Lake Fear 3, sorry, as well as Kevin Gage and Desmond Devenish. I've definitely seen this guy right here before, but it is Misfortune. So digging up the past comes with a price. So this is one of these movies. There we go. So these are one of these kind of like drug revenge. Like I just got out of prison. I got to get my, you know, money, my final heist or whatever on type of film. This guy is perfect for stuff like that. I can't call it like what he's been in before, but I've definitely seen him a lot. And it says, Boyd is a young man haunted by the sins of his deceased father years ago. Boyd's father, Roman, was a criminal who was murdered by his partner in crime, Malik, but not before hiding a bag of diamonds out in the desert from their last job. It's that whole Shawshank Redemption story, right? Now, many years later, Malik has been released from prison and is ready to claim what he feels is rightfully his. He believes Boyd holds the key to where the diamonds are hidden and begins a suspenseful game of cat and mouse in order to get them back. It's a race against time for Boyd as he searches for the diamonds in an effort to protect those closest to him from this brutal killer. So, like it. I mean, you know, it has a cool slipcover right here, guys. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit so you guys can get some of that cast right there, that good old cast action. But yeah, for $1, I mean, shoot, that's cool, man. Look, it even has a raised diamond right here. But yeah, that's Misfortune, and that's it for my pickups, guys. Once again, 2 DVDs, 8 Blu-rays. $10, guys. $10 and some change right here. So definitely check out your local Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter if you're late from the last re-up or not, guys. They're putting out stuff all the time. Or, you know, stuff that was buried under a bunch of stuff. $1, I have all of that content. We're talking about 10. That's about 20 hours of content right there. Maybe a little less, probably about 18 hours of content. Each movie is about an hour and a half, hour and 45. So there you go, guys. If you did appreciate this small haul, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've checked out any of these titles. If they're on streaming, a lot of them are. Let me know if you have seen those movies and what do you rate them on 1 to 5 scale. Let me know. And make sure to hit that subscribe and bell notification to always get alerted about future videos like this, as well as my live streams, live shows that I have throughout the week. All right, guys. Till next time, I'm gone. Peace.